Hello, Cypher Black here. I've been challenged by my cousin to make a video depicting who I believe to be the most difficult video game character bosses in existence, and I'm never one to turn down a challenge. So here we are. I'm going to list my personal top 5 hardest bosses in gaming history. Now, thing I need to make clear now is the fact that this is my opinion. Right? It doesn't mean I'm right, it doesn't mean I'm wrong, it's just my opinion. Okay? Let's get started now with my first selection. Okay, as my first choice, if you don't already know who this guy is God Rugal. And this guy is probably the most powerful King of Fighters boss in existence so far. And if you don't know who this guy is, then I will show you a clip of him fighting.
Round 1, fight!
Believe it or not, that what I just showed you there is only a small portion of what Rugal can do on King of Fighters. Believe me, I've never been able to beat him myself, and I've been playing 2D fighting games for a good few years now. Anyway, now onto my second selection. Okay, it doesn't take a genius to guess who this guy is, but I'm going to tell you anyway, for all you people who have been living in a cave. This is Sephiroth, the main bad guy of Final Fantasy VII, and possibly, in a lot of people's eyes, one of the most popular bad guys in gaming history. Now, as far as gaming goes, I don't believe this guy is as much of a challenge in the actual game Final Fantasy VII as he is in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. I don't know, I think people might disagree with me, but again, I go over the fact that this is just my opinion, and I always found him a lot harder to beat on Kingdom Hearts than I ever have done on Final Fantasy VII. Okay, I'm going to show you a quick clip now from Final Fantasy VII. This personally, for me, is one of my favourite scenes in the game. And I'm sure for lots of other people it's their favourite as well, so here we go. Oh yeah, and no squeaky shoes jokes. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, now time for my next selection. Okay, as for my next selection, I have chosen this guy. This is the Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. And to be honest, I know I'm not the only one here who can admit that they were genuinely frightened of this character. I mean, with a mixture of Resident Evil 3's old, very not very good gameplay, to be honest, but it had a mixture of amazing atmosphere and amazing storytelling which really immersed you in the world, and every time you heard that music, I don't know about many of you people watching, but I was like, oh shit, here he is, you know? And this clip will hopefully show you why.
Stars. Stars.
Chill!
Stars.
Ah!
Stars. Stars.
See what I mean? But a lot of it you can't experience on a video. A lot of the atmosphere comes from actually playing the game, so this one, if you want a really good atmospheric survival horror game, if you haven't already played it, I would do so. Anyway, time for my next selection. Okay, for anybody who is not familiar with the Chrono Trigger game, I'll quickly explain this to you. Lavos here is the last boss of the game, and he's really difficult, but I wouldn't say he was difficult in the same way as any of the other people on here. With Lavos, he is very tricky. You see, you have to be able to take out both of the sentinels on his either side before you can destroy him, which can be potentially very difficult because they keep on healing each other. So you have to try to get your characters up to a high enough level to be able to do enough damage to them in a very short space of time. Here is a quick clip of that battle from Chrono Trigger. So I'm gonna leave it there. Just a little bit of a taster for you to get an idea of what the game's about. And yeah, I would recommend anybody buy this game. It's just been released on DS, so go buy it, basically. Now, time for my next and last selection. Yep, for the last boss I've picked, and believe me, this is not meant to be a pun in any way, is the end. And unlike God Rugal, who I was talking about at the beginning of the video, who I've never beaten, I've gotten close to beating God Rugal before. With this guy, I've never gotten close to beating him. I've always found his boss battle really impossible. So I cheated. I used the internal clock cheat, which people should know. Anyway, it looks like the time's running out. I'm getting towards the 10-minute limit. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope to do some more in the future. I will see you another time. Bye.